think Petunia is efficient with its menu for the kitchen that it's in?
No, you would ask that guy. Way to go.
Well, he's operating. He's running.
He's the one that does it, right?
He's doing it.
Oh, another Greek to another Greek. Leave the fat white guy out. Restaurant Punk, what's up? Restaurant Punk.
Welcome to Restaurant Punk.
What's up, Petey?
What's up,
Petey Pablo, mother. What's good in the hood?
I was this close to being Mustache Pete today,
Oh, thank the Jesus.
but I shaved it
You
off.
shaved that caterpillar
Mustache
off.
Pete, huh?
First time ever in my entire life.
What's up?
Who
What's
are
up,
you?
fellas? How's it going?
How you doing?
What's going on?
Let me see that nip.
Who are you? Tell us.
My name is Ryan Jones. I'm a OG
Ryan
George's
Jones?
Place employee. Back in the
Yes.
day when there was only one store
One store.
That's back
is
in
when
Nam.
I started.
back in Nam.
Long time ago.
Fun times. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for
Welcome.
having me.
What do you do for a living?
I am currently the food and beverage director of a private golf club up just outside of Philadelphia. I just took over that role this year. Previously to that, I was the executive chef there for 8 years, and then just in kitchens forever before that.
Damn, you got that big dick. It's impressive.
He's I asked him before we started filming. I'm like, you need to teach me how to make Wellingtons. I have never made
I know.
Wellingtons well
Yeah?
at all.
I got the secrets.
He's got
Yeah.
the secrets. He's going to teach me a few things. All right. So since we have a chef on board,
Let's go.
I have a topic
I know you do.
I'd like to speak about. Actually, I wouldn't like to. I'd like to talk about. How do you make your kitchen, or how do you make a menu more efficient in your kitchen?
Ooh.
Okay.
And no, that's a very broad statement to say because types of kitchens, types of restaurants, but
Size of the kitchen.
size
The
of the
equipment.
kitchen. There's so
Yeah.
many things, but let's try to stick to things you could do no matter where you're at.
To make it faster for your guys, or to save money, or both?
All the above, because I feel like people, chefs, restaurateurs that are listening or watching us are looking for all types of efficiency.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
our kitchens are small.
well, Brian, I had a bigger kitchen and I had all these employees this past summer because I was like, I thought it was the biggest kitchen. We need to have more employees.
Yeah.
At one time, I had 9 guys in the kitchen.
And then they're tripping over each other.
Yeah, it was,
No,
well, not tripping over
There's
each other,
so much
but there
space
was
in
so much.
brine.
But it was just because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not used to a big kitchen like this because all the Georges, YB, and
You could have a kitchen
Oh,
line
very
at
small,
that kitchen
yeah.
with 4 people, 1 on the other side, and an expo, 6 people in the main kitchen, and have plenty of space.
Yeah.
So
I'm
he needs a
actually-
different type of efficiency that Petunia would need that has 24 seats, or well, you could do hundreds a night.
Yeah, ours is, a whole
Yeah.
different animal. It's weird.
yeah, because you have
we did banquets for
I
up
was
to
gonna say
300
events, yeah.
people and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all, but there's 4 guys in the kitchen, and that's it at
That's
all
it?
times. Never more than 4, unless I call in some help
You hear
for
that?
something really
4
big.
guys.
4 guys. in
Four
the kitchen.
guys. We'll do
Efficient.
Easter brunch 375. We'll have
Jesus.
4 guys doing it.
Just 3 on the line and then 1 expo, or
Well, that'll be like a buffet brunch.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have omelet station, carving stations,
Yeah.
all that.
And that's
those
it,
kind of
4
things. But
guys.
4 guys will rock it out, prep it
Yeah.
out. Start prepping the day before and get it all done. And then unless they need me to jump in and help every once in a while.
Yeah.
wow, yeah,
Not too much.
But Brian this past, like I said, this past summer, I was like, all right, well, I think I need to have a cold station right over here across from the grill guy and then
Yeah.
the middle guy to do plating, and then the pasta guy, and then the expo does all this, and then you have a sauce. And it was like, I'm like, okay, I would love it for the first month, but payroll was
Payroll is not good on that.
Yeah,
Brutal.
big
So-
kitchen.
But then it's, you're working out kinks though, because it's new.
But
So
now,
you gotta
like I
figure
said,
it out,
we-
and then now you can go a little
me and
smaller.
Pete, we worked the kitchen, we redesigned. Well, we moved things around. Now it's all in the line, 3 guys and an expo. That's it.
yeah.
So his efficiency to make it more efficient would be to consolidate the staff.
Yeah,
So
make the
but
menu a little easier.
to consolidate
Yeah.
the staff, you'd have to work on the menu. So that's where it really comes down to, like, are the building blocks of an efficient kitchen establishing and or before opening, like creating a menu that is efficient to start. And then is the next step to see for that efficiency, the preparation for that menu.
For
And
me, it all starts menu first.
yeah, it's
in my
that's
mind.
the groundwork,
Anyway,
right?
It's you gotta start with the menu,
Well-
and then your number one way to, I think, is to cross utilize as much as possible.
Were you
Like,
going to disagree?
I was not going to disagree, but you want to start with the menu, but say your kitchen's not fully done. Like say you're building out a kitchen, right? You're not going to start the menu until the kitchen's built out, so you know what you have, right?
Well, if you're building out a kitchen, you have the layout in your head, like what you
See,
want.
that's
You know what
I
I'm
guess
saying?
I was already thinking the kitchen's there. You
Yeah,
know,
I
when
mean,
you're-
if the kitchen's there, you're like,
then
'cause-
you're walking in. But I
Yeah.
guess if you're walking into a brainy
Like,
place,
do you have a
need
hood or
to,
do you
but in
don't have a hood?
But in my mind, you like Pete just said, you know what you have a vision when you go into it, right? So you know what
Yeah.
you want the kitchen to look like. You already have a concept, so you know your concept is already going to design your kitchen for you. I think you know what you're going to want. You own kitchens already, so you know you're going to kind of keep it probably similar to that. So then I think for me, it's then it becomes menu as the most important part of it.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think the menu are the building blocks of it
Yeah.
because you're doing everything from there. That's your start, and then that's when it comes down to what kind of products am I going to get in? Am I going to bread every chicken breast that comes through the door, or am I going to get whole chickens and break them down? Am I going to order the breasts? Am I going to order pounded breasts already? Like,
Do you have a walk-in?
Do you have a walk-in?
Yeah.
it all depends.
As I said,
all
it's
depends.
Brian has a walk-in.
Yeah.
Look, you walked into
Yeah.
a kitchen and a restaurant with everything you could ever want.
Yeah.
I mean,
in
how
there.
much prep can you hold? You know, what are you
Petu-
expecting? How many seats
Petunia.
do you have? That all?
Yeah.
But I think that all drives your menu as
Yeah,
well.
we have
So,
we can feed seat 180
yeah.
inside and out.
Do you think if Petunia was at Brine, just to clarify, Petunia has one oven, one induction burner, and a blowtorch. Brine has everything.
That sounds like a fun
including
kitchen
all
to work in.
those
Yeah.
times 3. But do you think if Petunia were to open in Brine, what kind of menu would Petunia have? Right? So
Yeah, I mean, that fresh made pasta every day is
Would-
tense.
do you think Petunia is efficient with its menu?
Yeah, because of the size right now. Yeah.
Fact check. Any other? Do you think
Yeah.
Petunia is efficient with its menu for the kitchen that it's in?
No,
It's-
you would ask that guy. Way to go.
Well, he's operating. He's running.
He's the one that does it,
doing-
right?
He's doing it.
Oh,
So-
another Greek to another Greek. Leave the fat white guy out. Leave me alone.
But I think that's the building blocks is having somebody that has basic knowledge of
Yeah.
execution, preparation, ordering. And I loved what you said about cross utilization.
That was the first thing that popped into my
That's a
mind.
big-
That's like the biggest thing I try
Yeah.
to deal with when writing menus right now is just, making sure that I'm not or that I'm cutting waste.
Yeah, you
that
don't
I'm
throw-
not,
yeah.
I'm not throwing stuff away
Yeah.
because if all of a sudden one menu item's not selling, but if 2 things on that menu item are on other things,
Yeah.
then they're not getting thrown away. I'm not just throwing money away. You
Or
might
have
as well
a-
just throw a $1 bill in the trash can and light it on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's like when you make a demi glaze, but some of the menus have 5 different ones. You make a base and
Yeah.
then you flavor accordingly.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
a tomato based sauce, you make your marinara, matriciana, so on and so forth. You should have bases of aiolis, oils, red sauces, white sauces.
I like going
Yeah.
second
The
base.
mother
And then you
sauces
can,
of your
another sauce
restaurant.
essentially, and then you can combine them as you go.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
all helps with the cross utilization for
And
sure.
I feel like there's a lot of places, especially I can't say some place at work, but some place that I know, and I know the operations of the kitchen that are starting everything from scratch, from every sauce.
Yeah.
Like they are cross utilizing some, but it could be way more efficient if executed properly, or just make some minor tweaks. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to
yeah.
affect the quality that you're giving out, but it'll loosen up space in the walk-in. It'll loosen up time for other cooks.
Yeah, I
It'll
was
just-
going to say, as owners, it'll save us time for prep there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Save prep time, saves money. You know,
All right,
that's,
so
all- that's what when you say it to me, I'm thinking save money,
Yeah.
right?
That's where
is
yeah,
the way
well,
you gotta go.
That's
with
what I
it.
was
So
going to
it's
say
like-
next. How do you save money in the restaurant? You have your staff, and then you have your food. What
Yeah.
other costs am I missing? That's it, right? Staff and food. Staff, food.
Well,
your beer.
After dinner drinks.
yeah.
But I think the staff cost goes back to menu and.
Well, it's your menu.
I think it all goes
preparation.
kind of hand in hand. Yeah, if you
But here's another question: if you have a lunch place, quick service, right, and you're pounding out chicken and battering it and frying it, and you're trying to save money, does it make sense to just buy it battered and fried, ready to go?
if you can find good enough quality, but that's part of it too, right? Do you want to serve a
Yeah.
pre-made
Well, this
a
is
pre-made
where-
thing? Because anybody can serve a pre-made fried chicken breast. That's not hard to do.
I will disagree with that.
Oh,
Not everybody can.
Petey
I've
Pablo
been to plenty of
disagrees.
places that God knows, the food that you're going to get is not fresh made, and
Yeah.
it still is really bad.
yeah,
It still sucks.
yeah.
It still sucks. You know what I'm talking
All
about.
right, well, maybe
know,
not
yeah.
anybody. All right,
Yeah.
all of us in this room could.
But I think
Yeah.
there's a.
So
I think
but then you're going to elevate it more when you make it yourself.
Well,
That's what
the
you're
point.
elevate. Yeah,
So
so if you
how
can
do you
elevate it.
elevate it properly?
yeah. Or can you elevate it enough with that?
Because I feel like
is it-
people have a bad thought process. Like they hear, oh, frozen, and they think, oh, they're not making it fresh right away. Like
Yeah.
they're getting stuff frozen at their Of course, we get stuff frozen at the restaurants. It's just a part of it. Like
Yeah.
It's normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
A lot of
normal.
stuff comes frozen.
A lot of
There's
stuff
that,
comes frozen. Yeah, and that's just how it is.
We tried to do
Yeah.
fresh French fries at Brian.
It's
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and my chef, he was like, I just want to do it.
yeah,
It took him one time just cutting the French fries himself. He goes, "Yep, we're done."
yeah. It's
He's it.
I don't
do
know if
fresh
it's worth the
French
headache.
fries?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
we don't. I mean,
I've only worked at one place that we did fresh French fries for 2.5 years though.
yeah, I do
I've
it if
never
I
changed
do
it.
like fish and chips. We'll make our own.
Yeah.
Or like steak
Yeah.
frites. We'll make our own for that if we're we're running those. As
No, we're just
special.
talking for brunch here,
but just
or
for
breakfast,
for
lunch.
breakfast, lunch.
No.
Yeah, to go with a
Yeah.
cheeseburger. No way. I'm not
Yeah.
cutting my own
Next,
French
yep,
fries. Not the volume you're doing.
I,
If you're,
I think a lot of people have assumptions when they come into a place like, hey, we grind our own meat, we make our mix.
I bet you
Yeah.
grind
If they
your
walk
meat.
into like a fancier place, they
Yeah.
think they do everything, and
We make their own silverware.
no. Yeah, we have a guy forging shit in the
yeah.
back.
I mean,
So-
I worked at a place we grinded our own meat for our burgers,
Yeah.
and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was an absolute
sucks.
nightmare. And then we changed, and we had 4 purveyors come in and bring us 8 different already pre-made patties to try, and they're still fresh ground beef. It's
So
just
it's
being
just good, yeah.
formed, 20 miles away
Oh,
instead of me
wow.
forming it in the back that morning. And they cooked better. They tasted the
Yeah.
same. It was
They have great people at
Yeah.
Pat LaFrida, Smash
yeah.
Burgers are everywhere now.
Pat
like-
LaFrida's burgers are the best.
They are. They're great.
Best.
Pat LaFrida's good ones. I've been using Allen Brothers out of Chicago.
Nice.
I get them
They're
through one of my
nice.
purveyors. They're fantastic.
Shit. Who do you get those at? Cisco? US Foods?
I can tell you later.
Not
Tell me
kidding.
later. Yeah, we don't want to give a shout out to any of them.
Chef's Warehouse.
We won't say it on air. Chef's Warehouse.
Chef's Warehouse.
You
Yeah.
can cut that out, right?
But
No, we can't.
No.
But I think
Is this live? No.
Yeah, live. Yes, this is live.
we are
TV.
streaming live. Look, just to wrap it up, because I feel like we can go on a tangent for God knows how long about this. But if you had 3 bullet points to say for efficiency and what to look out for, not make changes, but just what are the 3 main things a restaurateur or a chef should look for if they want to start making changes? What should they look at closely?
Labor cost, definitely
Labor cost
is
that's
going to
my
be
number one as well.
Labor cost
That's
is definitely
huge.
number one.
How to fix that?
How to fix that, and then
Yeah.
I think other things fall in line after that. Like
Yeah.
are you cross utilizing enough again to get your food cost down? Because
Are
then
you
your food
making
cost is the next.
everything differently from scratch with different ingredients?
Yeah.
Or
Are you using as much of the
yeah.
same as you can to cut how much you need to order? And then
that's my number
I think
2
to
as
go
well.
to go kind of along with labor costs, like setup. So for me, that's kind
Setup
of
of a
like
kitchen is
setup of a
huge.
kitchen is huge. I just did a renovation in our kitchen last year, and I've had to reset up the lunch line 4 times. It's just switch this menu item to that side, and then back and forth and back and
That's
forth.
what we're doing
and
right
it's
now. Yeah.
just for speed, and then speed determines less prep time. Again, gets you to your labor cost.
I love having a chef on. I agree with all of them.
I'm so happy right now, guys.
I am.
I just can't
Shut
wait.
up.
Yeah.
No,
I'm telling you, well.
thank you for talking some kitchen
Thanks for talking
efficiency.
a lot of sense into Pete.
This is your only episode you're
I
filming
know.
today, right? You're
You leave
leaving
me
after
alone.
this.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
so happy about that. I'm just kidding.
I know.
I'm Pete.
I'm Georgie Jazz Hands.
I'm Ryan.
Ryan Jones.
Restaurant Punk. We
Out.
Don't look like this.
Ryan, just give the microphone.
Can you?
Is this close enough? You need it closer.
What you got?
What do you want?